Hi, welcome to a gorgeous hot sunny afternoon in Sheffield. Sorry about this video. This video goes back a couple of weeks, probably about 3 weeks into May, and it's a continuation on the other one that covered the spring cleaning or the preparation for the summer. On this one, what we're going to have a look at are more fairies. We're going to have a look at the skimmer behind me, and we're also going to have a look at the Bakki shower, see what's inside, what's happening, if there's any issues whatsoever. And we're also going to swap the UV on an Evo 55, something that I always do every year and I always cover it. It's always good in case anybody needs to have a look at it. Just check back on the videos and you can see any quick and easy way how to do it without causing any issues. Before we get started, if you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and when this video is finished, please check out some more videos. Sit back and we'll get started. I love this time of year because you can open the pond up, you can hear the birds sing, the sun's out, but I'm not sure if you can see on this video. Right, so I'll show you on the floor. The grass is coated in fairies. Pond surface covered in fairies. The cobwebs and the skimmer. Give a basket, it's got a bit of food in. I'm sure if you can see in there as well. See it circulating around, it's gone through the basket. But what I have in the bottom is one of these. You can see it's coated in fairies. I'm going to get it a bit clean and then do the SpinClean Auto 2. It's going to go through this, so what I'm going to do is give it a quick blast. So that goes from the running mode through to clean mode. So basically the water's circulating through there. There's an arm that goes round the edge of the sponges, it squeezes the sponges out, squeezes all the dirt out, and it's flushed down there to the soak away. So that will run through anything between 30 seconds and 90 seconds. Then to give you a sharp tone when it's ready. As that's pumping the water out, well, the red light there is flashing to tell me that the valve's opened on the water inlet to top up the water that's come out. So that balances out in there, and that will, because it's only trickling at 1 maybe 2 litres a minute, that could take an hour to replenish the water that comes out of there. And you get on there is a red light that comes on while it's cleaning. If for any reason you don't clean it and it gets a bit blocked up, that pops out there. You've just heard, that's the buzzer saying it's clean. Turn that back there. That illuminates blue as you can see your UV light. Turn off the safety valve. The water then goes back up through and out the Bakki, which is there. See the fairies, they're everywhere. They're all congregating. Congregating mass. And also on the go-on pond, if you can see them. So because there's no skimmer on here, I do have to scoot them out with a fine net. So I'll do a water change on this one as well. The water on here is normally the factor of flushing that, but before I flush that, what I do, and I can't believe I just said the word do, is turn on some air much bubbles in there. So I'll turn on that. Now I'll close the bottom one off on there, just so that can continue to circulate there. You can see the dirt being segregated. So while that's coming out, we'll go and skim the surface of the drone tank. That's just a couple of scoops round. Sure we can see the fish at the bottom. We'll have a quick look at the Bakki shower. You still see the bits of fluff on there from the fairies. But I'm not going to bother trying to cut any bit out, it seems to be covering on its own. So I'm just going to leave that. As I've got a pre-filter, I've got a SpinClean Auto filter before it comes from the Skimmer. There's a filter into this. I'm not sure what the inside of this will look like. Not sure if you can see that. Let's turn it off. As you can see, the stones, or the pumice, and the cinder rock in there are, well, virtually spotless. So I ain't going to mess about with any of this. I don't think it's a problem. If I've not got a problem, I'll try and fix it. If to change anything, sometimes these nozzles get a bit blocked with snail shells, etc. You can see there. That's running at 30%. You can see there's a few blocked holes. So what I'm going to do is just use a bit of cable tie. This in, just clearly gets that. Sometimes they tear up, sometimes they just snail shells. So I'm not going to bother with changing the stones or anything, or the pumice or anything. I'm just going to go through the holes, a bit awkward one-handed, so I'm just going to put this down a sec. I'm now going to turn it up to full speed, or 75% what I was running at before, so you might get splash. Yeah, it's a lot better than it was. Just got one that's still. So I'm happy with that. It's clean. The media's clean. The jets are clean. The water coming out is a good volume. As you can see from the pond, I'm stood about 6 foot above, and it's 1.2 metres, whatever what that is in feet, inches. We'll swap the UV now on the Evo. So what I've got is an Evo 55, it's an Evolution Aqua Evo 55. So I'm going to change the tube on that one, and when I fitted it, I can do this without dismantling it, but I've put a union, double union valve that side, a union and a double union that side. So I disconnect the union, disconnect the double union, then I can pull it out, put it on the floor, take the tube out, take the quartz out, clean the quartz, put a new tube in, put it back in without having to struggle any pressure. So I'll try and get a picture of that. A couple of things I need to do first is stop the pump, turn the valve off. I'll stop the pump, turn that valve off, turn that valve off, turn that valve off. So we will have a bit of water come out. see that? That's the quartz. Just gets a bit of gunk through it, depending on where you've got it in your setup. If it's before filter, you'll have even more on it. So we'll give that a good clean, dry it out. Try not to leave any fingerprints on it or anything. And so always remember to put the rubber seals at each end, or O-rings, whatever you want to call them. We get a new tube. Good tip is to pull as much of it out as you can and hold it with the cardboard and feed it in. As you push it through, you got to make sure that you can get the lugs on here fitted on them. Make sure you've got the rubber seal on the end as well. So that's that side on. Make sure you've got the rubber seal. Same that side. Move the old tube. I'll try and refit it without getting myself stuck a bit. Nick these up. Open it this time. No leaks. It's on that side, no leaks. So first things first, turn on the pump. You might hear it wearing up. If you keep an eye there, I'll switch the UV on. There you go, just lit up. So that's the job done. Let's see if you can see that in the background. A few bubbles coming out of that end. That's where they return for the a few birds on the side of them, the blue tips coming back. See the bubbles coming out. What we do is crank it up to full power and then that should clear the system. And that's the view from the patio. Now we've got the window. Thanks a lot for watching the video. If you've got any questions regarding the PondXpert SpinClean Auto, the main pond, the Bakki shower, the Evo UV, please write them in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. And from a beautiful, hot, sunny afternoon in Chesterfield, from me and Wilson, happy ponding.